So hey, what's up guys, Robux here and welcome to a little compilation of some F1 2018 gameplay. Now this is some F1 2018 gameplay which I found around on the internet, so I will link all the original videos in the description. So make sure you do check out those videos and do leave some likes and comments over there as well. But for now I'm just going to talk over this gameplay. So this first clip we've got is of Fernando Alonso in the McLaren Renault 2018 F1 car, and you can see we're using the T-Cam over here. It's on the PS4 as well, clearly using the pad, you can tell by the wheel movements, but you can see that this is at the French Grand Prix here, at the Paul Ricard circuit, is it called, for the French Grand Prix. So a new circuit in this game, and as you can see it's getting a little bit wide over there. But overall the track's looking really good. I'm really looking forward to actually doing a race around here at the French Grand Prix. It was a good race, if I remember rightly, in this season. So hopefully it'll produce some good races, especially online. Quite a few long straights, long swooping corners, so should make for some interesting racing. But in this gameplay you can see it seems to be either early on in the day or late on in the day, I can't really tell, but you can see the lighting and the lens flare and stuff like that from the sun looking good. So visually this game looking good, but more interestingly I'm trying to see what the physics are like, and as you can see they look pretty decent from this T-Cam. So this is the camera angle that most people will be using, and it looks fairly similar to F1 2017 to be honest, but I think they've improved on things such as input lag with wheels, and they've remodeled the suspension, so and a more developed tyre model. So stuff like that you're not actually going to be able to test out until you get your hands on the game, and something that hopefully I'll be touching up on and bringing a video on in the future when I get my hands on the game. But this next clip then we can see we're in one of the Ferraris at Canada. I'm not sure which driver it is, I think it's just a time trial. So we're using the cockpit camera. As you can see we're using the option to turn off the centre column, and so that will make it quite interesting, and it's all down to personal preference really, whether you're going to get rid of the centre column or not. But I'm glad they've got this option in there. I'll probably personally turn it off, I think, because the centre column I find quite annoying, but to be honest I won't really use the cockpit cam anyway. I might do a mini series using the cockpit cam, but if I did that I'd use the centre column. But it's good that you could turn it on and off. But more from this clip you're going to hear about the sounds, and also being cockpit cam you can see the actual the ERS deployment. So you can see the bars there, so as the bars go down then he's using his ERS deployment. So I'm pretty excited to be able to use that now. We didn't have that in the previous games. We haven't had a system like this since the Kerr system in F1 2013. So since the new hybrid engines are coming, we haven't had a power deployment feature in a game. So very excited to use that, and going to make again for some tactical online races, especially with the esports series coming up as well. So how people are going to use their ARS and stuff like that. So it's going to make for more interesting races. But moving on to this next clip then, we're here at Mexico in the Force India, and I believe, is it Sergio Perez? I'm not really too sure. I'm not 100% sure which Force India driver it is, because I don't really know the helmets, but I'm presuming it's Sergio Perez. I think he's got a Mexican flag on his helmet, as he does by the looks of it, so it must be Sergio Perez. But as you can see again, the T-Cam, this looks to be on a wheel rather than the pads, because if you remember in the first clip you saw the wheel movements were a bit unnatural, let's say. So we're good to see some pad and wheel gameplay going on here, and it's all on the PS4 as you can tell. If you look on the bottom right you can see that menu there to open it, you press circle, so of course it's PS4. A little lock up there going into that little section there, and then into the stadium section. So overall nice sound to the game. The audio quality might have been a little bit compromised because of obviously it's been processed and stuff on YouTube, so it might be compromised a little bit, but when you get the hands on the game you'll hear the engine sounds. And then going into this final clip then, you can see that we're using the cockpit camera. Again we're in the Force India, so another clip in the Force India, but this time we're at Austria, a very very short track. So it'll be interesting to see how this driver's decided to use his ERS going around this circuit. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you ride on board with the rest of this gameplay. So again, remember to check out the links in the description to the original videos which I've used here in this video. So make sure you go check them out, and let me know down in the comments what you're most excited about for F1 2018. Is it career mode? Is it online? Is it the ERS? Is it the new contract system in the career mode, or is it time trial? I don't know, you might be into time trial, or classic cars. Actually, classic cars is a good bit. So let me know also down in the comments what you want me to do on F1 2018 when the game is released. But for now, I will let you enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Remember to check it out, and remember to subscribe to the channel for more F1 2018 gameplay and game content when the game's released. So we'll see you in the next one.